2 months after the deadly natural gas explosion inside the Realty building in downtown Youngstown, newly released 911 audio shows the chaos of that day and how delays by the Youngstown Water Department and First Energy hampered rescue attempts to get inside that building. The first call came in at 2:40 p.m. with someone reporting a fire alarm at the Realty building. At 2:44 p.m.,
we need more ambulance going downtown for the explosion that just happened.
I'm sorry, you need what?
Multiple ambulances going downtown for the, yeah.
Can you tell me how many?
I'm not sure. They just requested extra. It was like some type of explosion or something that just happened.
Okay. You don't know how many victims? Okay.
As many as you have, she said. As many as you have.
the first report of water flooding the basement was placed to the Youngstown Water Department at 3:18, stating the water level was proceeding up to the first floor. The first call to get electricity shut off to the building was placed by 911 dispatch at 3:11 p.m.
And we have a critical incident downtown. We need somebody as soon as possible to pull service for both 44 and 47 East Federal. And like I said, this is an emergency. We had an explosion.
Okay. Just ready to hear about that. Give me one moment while I pull up that address information here real quick. And are First Energy facilities blocking the roadway or causing a road closure?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a need for a different access?
I don't know what access. We don't have that info right now. This is crisis mode.
Okay.
I'm just going to say yes to everything.
Okay. What's the traffic volume, ma'am?
It's a high traffic area. They're going to let Ohio Edison through.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
This is like major emergency.
I'm sorry, what blew up, if I may ask?
There was an explosion in a building, and it's a multi-floor building.
It's a multi-building explosion, so we just need to make sure to remove that service, right?
Yes, as soon as possible. And I know you're doing your job best, but we just got to get off this phone.
Approximately 1 hour and 43 minutes after the first call came in, emergency crews were still not able to get into the lower levels due to rising water, and the electricity was still on. An hour and 18 minutes after the first call to Ohio Edison, crews were still not on the scene to kill power, and first responders called again. During a 20-minute call with Ohio Edison, the company dispatcher told Youngstown 911 dispatch that a crew had been there but had issues getting to the scene as the roads were, quote, all blocked off. The tension and frustration can be heard in the 911 operator's voice as she asks to speak with a supervisor.
Since the whole area was blocked off, they had a hard time getting access to the building.
Okay, ma'am, I don't know if there's a supervisor that I can talk to. They may have somebody trapped underwater. They can't get into the water because of the electric service. This has been an hour, and we're going on an hour and 20 minutes now waiting for Ohio Edison to respond to turn off this electric to this building where there's been an explosion. There's part of the building missing. This is a critical incident. We need somebody to respond yesterday. For a crew to say that because they couldn't get past emergency vehicles is unacceptable.
No problem. I completely understand.
So may I speak with the supervisor, please?
The 911 operator waited on hold for approximately 13 minutes, waiting to speak to a supervisor. But the Ohio Edison employee explained that no on-call supervisors were responding to her calls.
No supervisors available at all?
Unfortunately, with the call volume today, since we were closed yesterday, they're pretty busy. I haven't gotten a response back yet.
When asked for a new ETA, the employee stated it was showing another 45-minute wait. At about 5 p.m., Fire Chief Barry Finley calls emergency dispatch.
I need you to tell Ohio Edison that we need them out here right now.
At about the same time, the FBI calls into Ohio Edison.
I mean, in the future, you guys are going to have to fix that because that's unacceptable to have them here and leave on a scene like this.
At 6:22, more than 3 hours after the initial call, an Ohio Edison supervisor did return the 911 calls. Now, First Energy did respond with a statement saying, quote, Ohio Edison takes its role in emergency response very seriously. The company will continue to cooperate fully with authorities investigating the incident. And keep in mind that this explosion severely injured 7 and killed 27-year-old Akil Drake. Drake's body was found in the basement of the building.